What's up YouTube, this is Swifty2606 and welcome to today's vlog, which is all about strange sayings. So I was thinking the other day, you know, there's loads of strange sayings out there that everybody uses every day, but nobody ever stops to think, like, why the fuck do we use these sayings and what the hell do they really mean and where do they all come from? So one I was thinking of that springs to mind straight away is, at the end of the day. So when somebody says to you, like, well, you know, at the end of the day, the grass is green because that's the way it grows at the end of the day. Why at the end of the day? Like, where the fuck did that come from at the end of the day? Another one is when someone's talking to you and they're talking about something in specific and they say, right, well, first thing first. Right, well, if you're going to be putting the first thing first anyway, then it is the first thing, so why do you need to tell me that first things are first? Because if you're saying it first, then it is first already, so what the fuck, and like, where the hell does that come from? I've researched these two. I done a quick Google search to find out where they come from and why we say them. I couldn't find a definitive answer as to why we say at the end of the day and why people say first things first. I couldn't find a definitive answer as to why or any explanation to it at all. But what I did come across is some funny things on Google, and I'm going to go through them on my phone now just to share them with you and show you what a laugh is and how strange it really is. So if you've ever heard of any of these and you actually say them yourself, leave the video a thumbs up and let's have a read through some of these. Okay, so one of these on this list here is barking up the wrong tree. I'm sure you've heard all that. You've all heard that before. If someone says to you, mate, you are barking up the wrong tree there. Where does it come from? Why do we use it? Well, apparently it goes back to hunting times when people used to go out hunting and they used to take their dogs with them, and in specific they were hunting raccoons, and people would let their dogs off the lead and the dog would chase after the raccoons, and typically the raccoons would go straight up a tree and the dog would then sit there barking at the tree to indicate to the owner that the raccoon was up this tree, you've got to go up there and get it. Now sometimes dogs got this wrong and hence they were barking at the wrong tree. That's kind of where that one comes from. Okay, another one on this list is beating around the bush. Again, I'm sure you've probably all heard it, beating around the bush. So like if someone's saying to you, look, come on man, just fucking get to the point, stop beating around the bush. We all use it, we've all heard it. Where does it come from? Well, apparently, it is the origins of this phrase undoubtedly are from hunting yet again. I know it's very unprofessional looking at my phone while I do this, but this one was, yeah, it's hunting again, and specifically for the hunting of boars and the ferocious animals that they are with their fucking great big tusks and whatnot. They used to hide in these bushes, and again, people who were hunting would have beaters, and you still have beaters today if you're going out shooting, and basically what they do is walk out ahead of the shooters and beat the ground or beat the bushes, whatever it may be, to try and get whatever prey you're hunting for to come out, so the hunter can then sit there and bang and take it out. So with boars, the hunters used to go and have to whack right into the bushes. Because these boars were so ferocious, they didn't like getting right into the bush to beat them out, so they used to just stand around the outside of the bush and beat it with a stick, and hence the term beating around the bush. Okay, so here's one that some of you may or may not have heard of, bite the bullet, which kind of means like, I suppose it's kind of like giving in, so you've got like, look mate, just bite the bullet and just do whatever she fucking told you to do, for example. And this actually comes back from the 1850s apparently, and is a dangerous army practice apparently. Now there are a few definitions about this term bite the bullet. This one kind of sounds the coolest to me, and apparently the phrase recollects a dangerous army practice in the 1850s. Soldiers were then equipped with the British Enfield rifle. Prior to using it, they had to bite off the head of the cartridge to expose the explosive to spark, which would ignite it. So you can imagine having to bite a bullet to, you know, get it to be able to fire. That's apparently where that one comes from. So I'm sure there's loads more sayings out there that I haven't covered in this video. If you do know any, do leave them in the comments section down below. If you've heard of any of these sayings, or you've even used them yourself, leave the video a thumbs up, so at least I can know how many of you actually use these, and now you know where they come from. A bit of educational time. So like I say, if I've not mentioned any here in this video, do leave them in the comment section down below and I'll go and research them, or you can leave your own description of what they are and what they mean. I'm sure there's loads out there, it'll be fun to read through them all. So thanks a lot for watching everybody, and I'll see you next time.